Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about modern communication. What is modern communication and what different types of forms of communication can we use? Yes? So, modern communication is used in different forms. Nowadays, we use a lot of cell phones, right? Or the smartphone. We like to send messages, but we also use social media. What kind of social media do we have? Well, we have different kinds, but Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, many different types of means of communications or forms of communication by text, writing, or listening, also visual communication, right? What is communication? Communication is exchanging one message to another person or group of people, exchanging information by speaking, reading, writing, or by a different medium. It can be sign language too, right? It can be sign language. Sign language is a form of communication, like writing or speaking. So here we have a computer, a cell phone, books, CD, magazines or comics, a letter, a newspaper, a magazine, television, and radio. These are just some forms of communication that we still use nowadays. For the computer, we can use a computer for emails, social media, or letters even. Writing also by text on a cell phone is something that we still use. DVDs or CDs or flashcard memories serve as a way to transport communication from one person to another person. Letters can also be written by hand or be typed by a typewriter or a computer, which is most common now. We write, we type the computer, we type the letter in the computer, and then we put it in an envelope and we send it. Many companies like Telmex um, still send letters to our homes, but those are not letters, right? They are receipts of payment, unfortunately. Okay, the newspaper. Also, the newspaper, we use the newspaper to communicate new information or to have an ad. An ad is an announcement we want to make to people so they know. Maybe I am selling my car and I want to make a newspaper ad so people can see it and my car can be sold and I can have the money to do whatever else I want with it. How about TV? TV, we use TV also for maybe the news or a TV show, but it's a way of communication. Another form of the communication by listening and speaking is the radio. So the person that is giving the information will speak and we will hear it by radio. Another form of communication is a smartphone. Most people have smartphones now, but still, some people have cell phones. In the smartphone, we can do text messages, emails, and also picture messages like Snapchat. Magazines, we use magazines to give information of new studies also, or it can be a magazine like fashion magazine also. Comic book, right? Comic book is also a way of communication, but we have different forms of communication: formal communication and informal communication. So when you text your friend on your smartphone, it's informal, right? But when we write a letter, it's more formal. Maybe a letter to your boss, a letter to a company. It's more formal. Also, emails. Emails can be formal or informal. Let's see. Look at this picture. What is this? And what forms of communication can we use here? What is this? A computer. And we can do what in the computer? We can write letters. We can write an email. And also social media. And you know what else? We can also text on the computer because now you can connect WhatsApp to your computer so you can send messages in your computer too, right? Also, but by Messenger from Facebook, you can also send messages there. Computer, email, and social media. How about this? What is this? And what is this? Right, smartphone and cell phone. What is this? An envelope with a letter. Very good. How about this? What is it? A newspaper, right? We can write a newspaper article, artículo, a newspaper article, or a newspaper ad, un anuncio. Comics, it can be an informal communication with comic books, or a magazine, but this is like a National Geographic magazine. It's a study magazine. A CD or DVD or a flash drive memory. TV, this is like a mass means of communication. Medio masivo de comunicación. Mass mean communication. Also, the radio is a mass mean of communication. Now, look at this word. What do you think it is? It's a mean of communication. Which mean of the communication do you think it is? It starts with an L. Right. It's a letter. How about this one? What do you think it is? Right, it's a computer. How about this one? What do you think it is? Right, newspaper. How about this one? It's informal. A comic book, correct. How about this one? A magazine, magazine, correct. Very good. So we have seen different